Hi, I'm Charles. I'm continuing my video of U.S. All Places Advanced Challenge. We're going to actually go up to Alaska now, which is one of the trickier states because the cities are not that close together. Um, See, Anchorage, there's a lot of CDPs. I use the word CDP a lot. Um, Kodiak there's Kodiak City. Wasilla, the home of Sarah Palin, that gets me three. I'm not racking up a lot of points here in Alaska, but you need it for completion. Seward, Nikolai, um, Adak, Unalaska is one of the Aleutian Islands. Um, there's a Sandpoint. Okay, that pretty much. I think those are all the. There is a Unalakleet. Okay. So most of these cities are tiny, probably large native populations, Inuit, Yupik, Aleut. Um, I am proud that I know the new name for Barrow, which is Utqiagvik, spelled like that. Prudhoe Bay is not a city or town, but it's the only other place in Alaska that I know that far north. Just want to make sure. Oh, I didn't type in no. That's good. Um, okay, there's a Palmer. That's one of the Massanuska Susitna borough cities. Okay, so there are a lot of cities down here in the island regions of Alaska. So there's definitely Juneau, Sitka, but again, they're pretty isolated. Hyder is not a city, I guess. Um, there is a Petersburg. There's an Angoon. Um, there is a Yakutat, but that's not. I'm just naming a couple of other cities that I can name. Shishmaref, that's somewhere. Talkeetna, no. There's a chicken Alaska, but that's apparently a CDP again. So there's an eagle. There is. There's a talk. Maybe Talk Junction. No. Tanana. Nanana. Alaska is good fun. Um, oh, we missed Valdez and Cordova, which are up there. Um, Also Skagway, but that's not a listed city. Um, Trying to think of the borough names because I got Bethel and Dillingham from. They are boroughs up in Alaska. They are not counties. Alaska is one of three states that has boroughs or parishes. Actually, New York has counties. People just refer to the five boroughs as boroughs informally, but really they are. Let's see. Oh, we haven't done a good bit of Long Island, so let's try Garden City, Southampton, um, Montauk is not a city apparently. Okay, so that's gonna cover Long Island as best as I know. Maybe if I do like New London, no, or Groton, I can get because there must be a city on there on That little, I think that's Block Island. Okay, so let's look for areas that we haven't really done much. And again, there are a lot in the west. Try Parowan. A lot of cities in Utah have Mormon names, um, Mormon spiritual names like Moroni and Nephi. Uh, Let me see, Spanish Fork. There's Park City, um, Moab, Canab, uh, Winslow, Holbrook. Colorado City is where Warren Jeffs is from, the famous polygamist. I forget what what the one on the Utah side. Oh, I forgot. Wendover and West Wendover, Nevada. It's on the border. Okay. Well, um, unfortunately, Dinosaur. Oh, Dinosaur is must be a city. It tells you how much the maybe Dinosaur is just too small of a city because I don't think it's in the other quiz. So we got Pueblo, Colorado Springs. Um, Up there, we pretty much covered the Denver area. Okay, Estes Park, did Grand Junction, Cortez, Durango, Glenwood Springs. A lot of these towns in Colorado are kind of ski towns that you might be familiar with. Um, La Junta, Las Animas, a lot of Spanish names in southeast Colorado. Um, try New Mexico, Santa Fe, Albuquerque, um, Hobbs. Might as well do Calvert. Okay, so we're at 15,630. Uh, Gallup definitely is out there. Farmington is like one of the few. Most of the cities in the Navajo Nation are not incorporated, so they're CVPs. So I'm not going to get anything except maybe Page, uh, Kanab. Uh, Bullhead City is Kingman. There's Jerome, Sedona, um, Prescott. Prescott Valley probably just gives us probably get a few if I name some more. The Phoenix area, Buckeyes out there, Wickenburg, Lake Havasu City. I haven't gotten Yuma, Needles and Blythe and Barstow and the exciting cities of the 10 freeway, uh, Palm Springs, 29 Palms. We're veering back to California because I haven't been totally thorough. Um, okay, so that's the sort of the highlights of the 5 freeway. Really, there's no. I thought there was a San Andreas in California, like a real one, not a video game. Um, okay, some of these cities, Lakeport, there's a Clear Lake, there's a Willits, uh, Willows is the county seat of Glenn County. Again, a lot of these cities are not incorporated, so uh, Hollister, San Benito County. Uh, this area is like Big Sur, but it doesn't necessarily have a whole lot of population centers. Um, I'm about, let's see, so it's Tucson and South Tucson. You do Hawaii. I have to find Hawaii. I get lost sometimes. It's hard to find Hawaii at this. Okay, all right. So I know a few cities. It's not going to be super impressive. There's a city called Kilauea. Lanai City is on one of the smaller islands. Kahului on Maui. Lahaina. Um, Honolulu should get me most of Oahu. There's some fun places. Awa Gentry, Skopje Barracks. I don't think I'm adding anything. I think I've covered Oahu mostly. Oops, I meant to do Kapa. I don't necessarily know where these cities are. I do know some of them, but some of them I'm just like, oh, that's a Hawaiian name that I kind of remember. Like, good for me. Pearl City. Okay, all right. So, um, I do want to do Leeway. Back to America. Long trip. Okay, so Tucumcari, Truth or Consequences, game show place, the Bob Barker game show. Um, it's Las Cruces. There's Deming. I don't know how to say that necessarily. Lordsburg, Trinidad. Guyman is one of the cities. I think Texas City may no. Um, Ixel, IXL. That's one of my favorite cities, and um, it's in Oklahoma somewhere. I don't really know exactly. Tulsa. The highways help because where the highway junctions are, there's usually a city. So, for example, there's actually like Fort Stockton, Van Horn. Um, I guess there isn't really a city at that, because I don't like. I've been on this stretch of the 10 freeway, and it is the most boring highway in the entire. I've been to 100 countries in the world. The most boring highway in 100 countries. That stretch from San Antonio to El Paso. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Texas, but um, everything being bigger in Texas is not always a great thing. Houston, Dallas, uh, Killeen, Temple, College Station, Bryan, Bryant. Um, Again, what's on these highways between? Okay, there's Baytown, Bastrop. Okay, that's one place. Round Rock, Austin area. So Williamson, I think. Kerrville, It's gonna take a while. Fredericks, Fredericksburg. Okay, so East Texas. There's Huntsville, but I think we didn't do that for Alabama. Nacogdoches. My favorite pronunciation, that is Natchitoches. Shreveport is the city at the junction. Puma, DeRitter, Gonzales. There's a Swole. I think there's an Erath, Louisiana. Okay, back to Texas. Beaumont might give us some. South Padre Island, a city. Um, Corpus Christi. Uh, there's a Dayton there, but Plano. Okay, so the border cities are Laredo, Del Rio, Valde is near there. Um, Eagle Pass. There's Aransas Pass. Um, I think this sort of area that I haven't covered is got Victoria, Galveston, Brazoria, um, and remember the Alamo and name some battle cities. San Jacinto, San Sebastian. Um, let's okay. There is a San Augustine somewhere. There's a Sherman. I know I'm doing cities in North Texas, but Amarillo definitely is going to get us some points. Texas has some of the funnest counties. Not that that necessarily helps because I don't know the county seats of them, but Deaf Smith County, hilarious. Love that place. Think it's out in the west somewhere. Again, I can't name the actual. Okay, I think there's a Stephenville in the west. Castroville. There's a bar. Um, Callan, but again, I'm doing areas that Matagorda, Bay, no. Okay, let's move on from Texas and cross the 17,000 marker, hopefully soon. Tupelo, already did. New Albany. I'm really going to try just to sort of look for places on highways that I haven't covered because I've covered a great deal of. So like Greenville, and have the temptation to. That looks like the Raleigh Durham, Chapel Hill, Greensboro area. Um, so there's a Charles City, Iowa. There's Charleston. There's Charlestown, West Virginia. Um, Wilmington. I did Rhode Island. Maybe it's called Charlestown, that city. Um, Virginia is pretty sparsely populated because there aren't that many cities in Virginia. I've done quite a few of them. Man is a city. Man is a city in the world. Man is a city in the no woman, Iowa. Let's go to Iowa. Iowa's fun, but I've covered most of it. My friend just was telling me about a place called Alcater, um, the only place named for an Arab revolutionary in America. Oh, there might be one in Kansas, um, which I've really covered Kansas. I mean, Dodge City. What do I like? I'm gonna make a third part of this video just uh, to see how well I do at the end. But honestly, it's probably not going to be that much interesting to watch. I'm probably just going to riff on place names, which maybe that's more interesting than whatever this is. Uh, I mean, Minnesota, you gotta love Thief River Falls, Grand Marais, Superior, Bayfield is up there. Houghton. All right, I already put in Escanaba, Copper Harbor. No, is it a Copper Mountain? Is it a Copper River? It's not a Copper anything. Um, there's Montevideo. Been told how to pronounce that. Rapid City. Oh, poor Wyoming. Wyoming hasn't done very well. Not that I know that many cities in Wyoming. Not that there are that many cities in Wyoming, but there is definitely there's um, some things to Pocatello, Idaho, Idaho Falls. There's an Idaho City. There's an Evanston. Might as well just do Evanston. Apparently, there's an Evansville too. Uh, Laramie, Cheyenne, Casper, Tiverton. So I've completed 4 states. I'm gonna look at the map to see. I should be able to complete like Vermont. You would think. It looks really complete. I mean, it's very organized because the townships are all like the same size. I watch MSNBC sometimes and their election coverage, and they do it by the district, and the districts are all the same size. This is how Vermont and New Hampshire operate. Um, I'm not kidding. I don't know what this. Okay, Presque Isle is a city in Maine. Um, poor upstate New York. I just don't know it well. I already tried Saratoga Springs. It's Lake George, Lake Placid. Um, let's try to complete Maryland. Again, not that many cities in Maryland. Uh, oh, that completed Vermont, Salisbury. Uh, okay, there's that narrow strip of Maryland. Okay, I must have not completed some of the Delmarva Peninsula, maybe. Oh, there's definitely this area I think there's a St. Mary's there. No, St. Anne. No, what is in that area of Maryland? Elkton? No. Okay, so again, we're looking sort of at the map for uh, highway junctions. Okay, another Staunton, Harrisonburg, Virginia, Waynesboro, there's Buena Vista, uh, University of Virginia, Blacksburg, Christiansburg, Charlottesville, maybe in Albemarle, uh, Williamsburg. Really, what is in that? Worcester? Is that Worcester, Maryland? I can't. Okay, so West Virginia, either I have some work to do or it's just not that populated. Um, Again, I'm going to stop this video at 30 minutes. For a lot of you, that will be effectively the end of this. I will soldier on and try to see if I can pick up some of these last cities that I'm having a difficult time with. Uh, this may be as well as I can do, honestly. I haven't even done some of the states. Like, maybe I need to do this on expert. Uh, not because uh, the level, but just because uh, I've covered so much area that I really don't even know where to like okay, like I don't think I've done Savannah apparently, which is a big gaffe, but so much else that has been done. Um, Gatlinburg, try Enid, El Reno, Broken Arrow, Liberal, Kansas. Again, I could have the temptation to play President's Game. Maybe I will. I'll display President's Game the next video. Naming cities, just totally guessing because I've gotten. It's going to be hard to just come up with more cities that everything's so filled in, you know. Um, so I'm going to stop here a little bit early. Uh, Pause the video